Hey, good morning Facebook. How's it going? Today we are ripping out this concrete driveway. We got the excavator out. It's a 2-car driveway with an approach. Nothing too big. We got the utilities located and we have the dump trailer stage for where we're going to be dumping concrete. So this is me starting the demolition off with the jackhammer. It's the Hercules jackhammer from Harbor Freight. Great little tool. Comes at a very fair price, and it's honestly very comparable to some of the other name brand jackhammers that are used in the industry. The Makita, this one actually has vibration control or reduction, so it's not as hard on your body as some of the other ones I've used. So I really like this little tool. It's a great piece, and definitely recommend it. But yeah, I like to start the concrete demolition off in a corner, kind of breaks the tension off of the slab, and I start working my way from there. Once I get a good chunk going, I'll use a Mini X to kind of lift the pieces up, and then I'll break them with a sledgehammer or the breaker. I feel like it's a pretty easy process, and it's a one-man deal, so you'll see me do that here in one day. Now this next little clip is pretty cool. You'll see, check out the glasses. Oh, and those Spider-Man reflexes. Wow, that's pretty impressive, isn't it? On day one, I was able to get all the concrete loaded and hauled to the dump yard. We ran 3 loads of concrete. We also excavated 2 loads of soil off of the job site and took that to the landfill. The next day, I brought in gravel and put my forms up. That was a half a day thing. I think I had some estimates early in the morning, so I dedicated the afternoon to getting the forms up. This is day 3, pour day, and I am compacting the base. As you saw, I saturated the base beforehand just to kind of keep the dust low, and it also helps bind everything. It gets the fines into those grooves and locks everything up really nicely. Some of the things we like to do on pour day is mark our joints. As you can see, I just ran over a white line down the center of the driveway. That's going to be my center joint. Those are all things I like to do before the concrete arrives. It helps streamline things. There's a lot of moving pieces on pour day, so the more you can get done before the concrete gets there, the better. The concrete arrived on time. My two finishers arrived on time. Everything went very well for this pour. Riverbend is the concrete company we use for the pour. These are my two finishers I like to use for my jobs. Uriel, the guy on the right, is my point of contact, and he usually brings whoever's available with him to help finish the pads. The third gentleman in the vest is the truck driver. He works for Riverbend, and as you can tell, he's helping out with some of the raking. I love it when the truck drivers are willing to help out, facilitate things for the guys. I don't really do much on pour day except for hand the guys their tools and kind of oversee the project, making sure things are done right, joints are where they need to be, just kind of making executive decisions. I typically let the guys do their thing. This is their area of expertise. So I just kind of try to stay out of the way and be as helpful as I can on pour days. These guys are great. I love watching them work. It's so satisfying to watch the concrete go down and watch them do their thing. I did not initially intend on making a YouTube video of this pour, but I had so much good footage of that day that I decided I would be able to piece some things together to come up with this video. And so that's what I did. I wish I would have recorded more of the process. That way I was able to give you guys a more full-length video as well as a kind of step-by-step tutorial on how to pour concrete, but I am just now getting started with this YouTube thing, so bear with me as we hit the learning curve and get better. But this is basically after we cut the joints into the pad. There's a little bit more to do before we do the actual broom finish, but I got some photos of the end result. But yeah, it was a great pour. Hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.